All right. I'm gonna let it spool up like I always do. There we go. There we go. Got some people jumping on. What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey, make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're throwing the likes up. Make sure you're throwing the hearts up. I want you to flood this live stream with love. Love, love, love. And I want you to make sure you're sharing it. Okay? I know that I've got plenty of trolls. Plenty of Todd Lynch's spies that are just waiting to see what comes out of my mouth. So thank you everybody for jumping on. Hey, be sure you comment. I'm not seeing everybody that jumps on. I just see certain select people it alerts me to. So be sure that you comment who you are, and I'm going to get this show on the road. First of all, what do y'all think about that bad boy? It is sick. It is sick. Hey man, name change here due to cultural Marxist harassment. They bitched on my profile name and wanted to make a page rather than profile. I understand. My main profile, my main Matt Reardon, for anybody that thought that I may have blocked you, if you didn't troll me and you were a friend of mine on my main profile that was maxed out on friends with an additional 5,000 followers, Facebook went in there and deleted my profile. So, can't really do too much about that. It's, we saw suppression by Facebook on conservatives during this last election, and it still runs rampant today. Alright? Y'all, make sure you're sharing this live stream. I want everybody on here that's watching that's a true supporter of mine. I want to see this live stream on your page. So please do that, and let me know you shared, and I'll definitely give you some love. Okay? So the reason why I wanted to do this is because Todd Lynch, the owner of Frank and Marlee's, has really overstepped his boundaries as far as being an entrepreneur, being an owner, showing piss poor management skills, absolutely horrendous management skills, and has made a lot of false accusations towards me because he can't figure out another way to, I guess, fix his situation that he put himself in besides trying to drag my name through the mud. Okay? Let's see. Holly, of course I'm going to get him. Charlotte, thanks for tuning in. Teresa, thank you for joining. Steve, thanks for joining. Wilma, thanks for joining. Charlotte, thank you for sharing. Teresa, thank you for sharing. Here's what I need to say. One of my friends forwarded a message to me that she got from Todd Lynch after she reached out about the atrocity that went on. And I'm going to share with you, what Todd Lynch's response was. And I'm going to let you make the decision on whether this guy should stay in business or whether this guy needs to go and be an employee and work for a business. Okay? So this is Todd's response to this certain friend that forwarded the message to me. Firstly, ma'am, you do not know the first thing about me or what I stand for. And secondly, you are misinformed about the details of the situation that occurred at my bar. If you must know, and by the way, guys, I'm going to give my response at the end of this message because this is absolutely hideous. If you must know, I am a lifelong Oxonian and Mississippian. I have had relatives that fought in the Civil War, as most of us more than likely did. I would like to preserve the monuments that honor those who fought in the Civil War. As for Matt Reardon, truthfully, I tolerated him coming into my establishment for some time as he really wasn't bothering me. However, I did have a problem with him harassing college students while they are eating and attempting to relax. Most of them are not even Mississippi residents. He demanded that my wife speak to him, which is not acceptable. He had no reasonable expectation of having her speak to him. She was busy running a business into the ground is what she was doing. She wasn't running a business. She was running a business into the ground. But let's see. She was busy running a business, which I am more than proud of her for doing. He then yo, this is funny. He then proceeded to yell at her, "Bitch, when I tell you to talk to me, you talk to me. I have been coming to this bar, etc., etc., etc." That is when she took the 4 or 5 wings out from in front of him and told him to leave the premises. Matt is the one that blew this into some sort of bizarre situation. I am simply stating the facts. I actually know this man, and you more than likely do not. So until you have all the facts about a situation, I would more than likely keep my opinions to myself. As for coming into my establishment, I'm sorry you feel like you would not come into our place. But being as you do not even live here, I'm okay with that. And for Matt's phone charger, it was still plugged in to my wall where he left it when he stormed out like a 2-year-old. I was nice enough to allow him to charge his phone in there daily without saying a word. I cannot believe I am even wasting my time responding to this poorly written, uninformed whatever this was you sent me, but I just thought that you would like to know exactly what happened. Or not, that is fine. You have a nice day. That is the response from Jack and Jill. Okay? Well, that's what I like to call them. From Todd Lynch and Ashley Lynch. And here's my response to it. Okay? I never once, and I will put this, y'all know how I feel, how I am as a father, how strongly I feel about my daughter. And I will put this on my child's life, that I never asked a single college student to ever get on my live streams like Todd Lynch fabricated. I wanted to be left alone. I wanted a cool place to go and hang out right across the street from my attorney's office. Never once. I don't need people on my live streams. I know how to command a presence. I don't want anybody else I don't want a college student to come in there and steal the thunder. I never once asked anybody to jump on my live streams at Frank and Marlee's. Never. And most of y'all know that I've never asked any one of y'all to jump on my live streams because I'm perfectly capable of delivering a message without having anybody else jump on there. Okay? As to his ridiculous fabrication of what I did, how I handled that with Ashley, I admit I called her a bitch. But I called her a bitch after she took my hot wings, or as some of you haters like to, as you've been steadily trolling me and creating memes, my hot wings, okay? I paid for them. Thinking about those memes, they're funny. I paid for them, and you're damn right. Somebody comes up to me, especially somebody that's running the establishment, and takes my freaking food out from underneath me and dumps it in the trash after I've already paid for it. You're damn right you're going to get called a bitch. Probably going to get called a lot of things worse than that. Okay, so I have no apologies when it comes to the way I handled that situation in response to her taking my food and tossing it out. Guys, Todd Lynch has forgotten the cardinal rule of business. He's literally forgotten the cardinal rule of business. And that is to treat the customer right, and that the customer is always right. Todd, I mean, he went so far to say is, I was nice enough to allow him to charge his phone in there daily without saying a word. I gave the son of a gun some free advice that, look, if you want to keep your customers in here longer and keep them drinking and keep the money flowing, maybe you should get some cell phone chargers so that people can charge their phone. But instead, Todd Lynch thinks that it's a courtesy and that he is allowing me to charge my phone in his bar when I'm the one shucking out money in his bar. Okay? So I can't keep my cell phone charged from all the notifications that I get constantly. Constantly. And so to keep me there and to keep me spending money, I brought my own charger. And I don't give a damn if I plugged it in over there. They plugged it in behind the bar because they wanted to keep me there. So what if I got a little trickle charge from all the money that I've dumped into that establishment? So freaking nasty. I've gotten messages from people telling me that they have found cockroaches in the establishment. Okay? I personally haven't snooped around to find the roaches, but I've gotten messages from people telling me that mammoth-sized cockroaches were found in there. On top of that, every time they seize an ID, okay, and whether it be a fake ID or whether it be a borrowed ID that somebody used to get into the establishment, if they get caught with that ID, you know what Frank and Marlee's does? They glue the driver's license to the bar, under the glass. So think about the people that maybe could have had their ID stolen, or whatever the case may be, and think about their personal information that's on their driver's license. Driver's license number, address, name, other personal information that's on a driver's license. And they're posting that stuff, they're gluing it to the bar for the whole world to see. I mean, there's got to be some type of violations associated with that. I understand taking an ID, what they're supposed to do is take the ID and turn it into the police department. That's what bars are supposed to do when they catch somebody with a fake ID. And these shiesty people want to glue the IDs, the driver's licenses, to the bar. You won't be in business longer than next week. Okay? I give you until Friday of this coming week before your doors shut forever. Or before you find somebody to hurry up and buy your bar out from underneath you before the value of it just completely sinks. I'm sipping on something good. Something good. Do y'all want to take a shot with me? In light of the whole Todd Lynch thing and Frank and Marlee's, I got my favorite stuff right here. I got some Fireball. Okay? And I'm going to take a little shot of it to celebrate a terrible, terrible bar that's about to go out of business. It's run by terrible, terrible managers and owners. I mean, absolutely hideous. Cheers. So, for my haters out there that keep on wanting to make memes and talk about the whole hot wing thing, which honestly, my food getting tossed out was an atrocity. Okay? But y'all are just giving me free publicity. Y'all are just making me more and more famous by the post, by the meme. Because I'm sitting there and I'm getting the stuff from numbers of people that are monitoring all of you people. Okay? And as soon as I get them, I post them. Because I think they're funny. I think that what y'all are trying to do is get under my skin, and what I'm doing is I'm riding a publicity tidal wave that you're giving me. You're giving me this. So keep it up. I don't mind you haters. I know that in order to get the admiration that I truly deserve to get for this cause, that I'm going to go through haters. It takes haters to get admiration. And honestly, as many haters as I have coming out of the woodworks right now, I need like 10 times the haters. 100 times the haters. Because you know what that's going to do to my admiration? It's going to kick it through the freaking roof. Okay? Because my wolf pack loves to crush you haters when they find out who you are. They love to crush you haters when they find out who you are. And I love to let them. I'm the king troll of trolling trolls, and that's the reason why I keep on getting banned on Facebook. Facebook will probably ban this just because I had a gun in the background. Who cares? Okay? Probably why I'm going to go ahead and save this video out, download it as soon as I finish, because if that happens, it's going to YouTube, and I swear, y'all, I am going to create a social network that's dedicated to conservatives that doesn't have this liberal filtration that Facebook puts on everything. So I wanted to come by, give you a quick update. My phone actually is down to 10% battery, and I don't need this thing to die. Thank you everybody that shared my post, and please, by all means, for those that just jumped on, please share this live stream. I want all these haters to see it, and I want Todd Lynch to see it. So somebody please send it to Todd Lynch. Let's see. So once again, Charlotte, thank you for sharing. I'm calling out the people that actually commented that they shared, because I don't see everybody. I just know quite a few people have shared it. Charlotte, thank you for sharing. Teresa, thank you for sharing. Wilma, thank you for sharing. Kenneth, thank you for sharing. Randy, it is wow. It is wow. Holly says she looks so nasty she should have eaten them wings and a piece of bread with them. She looks like the type that puts her finger down her throat. I'm not going to disagree with you. Cheers, cheers. I'll drink one for all of y'all tonight. Ellie, thank you for sharing. Holly, thank you for sharing. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this live stream, okay, because I delivered some great information and I don't want it to be too long of a live stream where people tune out. But definitely thank you everybody that shared and commented and threw up a bunch of love. And I guess that'll probably be my last live stream for the night. But you'll get some more good information tomorrow. As always, my name is Matt Reardon, and thank you for tuning in to the Matt Reardon Show. I've also named this show the Southern Resistance Show. So thank you everybody that that is tuned in, and I hope you got some great information tonight to not let the super troll Todd Lynch. Oh, by the way, he wants to call me. He actually had the gall, and I shared this to my wall earlier. You should see all the stuff that I've shared in regards to this situation. He had the gall to say that I was the type of person that would go and shoot up a public building. I'm not that person. I would never go on the offensive. Never, ever, ever go on the offensive unless somebody put my life in jeopardy, my family's life in jeopardy, or my friend's life in jeopardy. And at that point, it's not the offensive, it's the defensive, and I will eliminate all threats. That's why I have what I have, okay? I am a true patriot. I'm here to protect our country and our Constitution and protect against the communist takeover that's going on in our country. I will fight resistance with resistance. I'm not going to be the first one. I'm not going to be the one to fire the first shot. I won't be the one to throw the first punch. But resistance will be met with resistance. I've always told my people that. We will not be the first to act, but we will respond accordingly to any threat. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope everybody has a great night, and thank you. Thank you for all your support. It means the world to me. You've got a brother for life right here. Y'all take care.